Massive California earthquake, magnitude 6.0, and strong quake swarm happening now as we're speaking. This is the Owens Valley. We're talking about the area of Ridgecrest, and there are fears that if this could be going into a major event. Let's take a look at the maps. Let's remember that this is the mantle plume starting from Baja California. The eastern part goes up through Utah into Yellowstone, then turns west under Idaho. But there's also the magma going under San Andreas Fault and Walker Lane Fault System. And Walker Lane has the high-threat volcanoes, including the very high-threat volcano, Long Valley Caldera, which has just east of that recently had quake swarms in Nevada. Shake map, but we're going to take a look at the interactive map. This is 5.8 by USGS. Others have it at 6. This is This is the main one, as we said, Long Pine. This is the Owens Valley, just north. It's between Ridgecrest and Long Valley Caldera supervolcano. This one was 4.6 aftershock 10 minutes later, and basically you see that all of these red are the past hour. All of these are the past hour. I did not put up the little ones. Let's put up the little ones. Less than 2.5 magnitude. And they'll come up as well to see this. This is, of course, a volcanic area. That's a lake, and you can see there we go. Okay, so you can see the amount of activity we had. The blue is yesterday, and there was a 3.1 or something yesterday, but I didn't do a video on that. And look at this, what's happening here. Long Pine, Owens River Valley. One of the earthquakes that we had, one of the eruptions from Long Valley Caldera, ancient eruptions, had emptied the lake into Owens River Valley. That's it right there. This is Ridgecrest. This is Long Valley Caldera. That's Mono Lake right there. And this is the area of Long Valley Caldera. This is just, it doesn't matter if it's in Nevada, it's the Long Valley Caldera area. And this is Nevada. We know Nevada has a tremendous amount of volcanoes. Let's go, something's gone here. Okay, these are I still have the Nevada hotspots, Nevada activity, and I'll leave a link below for you for this because there's just so many volcanoes there. Lunar crater, cinder cones, lava flows, look at this. This was at one point part of the pathway of the hotspot for Yellowstone, the Snake River Plain, western Nevada, and it's full of calderas. All these red are calderas, as you can see. Okay, that's Nevada, just east of Long Valley. So let's go back to our maps. Okay, here we are. And back to our shake map. Let's go to our shake map. Now this is, let's go, no, I'm sorry, I'm just very shocked. Okay, these are our fault lines. Let's pull out a little bit. This is San Andreas Fault, that's the Hayward Fault. We did have a 3.5 in the Bay Area a couple of days back on the Hayward Fault. This is the Golet Fault, the second largest fault in California. This is the Hayward fault, the Walker Lane fault system. It's not one fault, it's hundreds of faults put together. Now, the San Andreas takes 75% of the subduction pressure of the Pacific plate under the North American plate, and Walker Lane fault system takes up the other 25%. And this is our area here. And this is around, it's between Ridgecrest and Long Valley. Now let's go to our aerial. Shake intensity, obviously they felt it in, I'm sure they felt it in Los Angeles. Population density, okay, there's Los Angeles over here. There's not that many people living out there, thank goodness. Let's take the population out, okay, and go to our aerial now. Okay, that's Los Angeles down there. And if you, of course, if you extrapolate, they stop the block, but if you extrapolate it, of course, Long Valley has shaken from that. We're lucky it wasn't closer. because that's a supervolcano. Okay, and then we had the aftershock of the 4.6 about 10 minutes later. Now, how many people felt this? From what they say, it was thousands. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. Let's go back to this. A very shallow depth. And 8,500 people reported it to USGS. And that's it. Is there a tsunami warning? I doubt it. It's too far inland. Now, we did have just for our information, I'm sure that it's no tsunami warning. Okay. Now, we did have, remember yesterday, we had the 7.4 in Mexico. Not that it's close, it's not close, but the thing is that it doesn't help because it's the activity. Sometimes the pressure runs along a fault system. Where is it? There it is. We still have aftershocks, of course. That one is the 7.4 that we had. We still have more coming today. We also have the Mount Popo erupting. Mount Popo volcano is erupting there. And look at this. Okay, we have a tremendous amount of activity there. So we have to be, all of you there, you have to be very alert now. And even with the social distancing, you still have to be very careful. Okay, we have, okay, that's from the aftershock. These are the aftershocks of the 7.4. Okay, but the latest biggest earthquake is the 6 of course, is the 5.8 or 6 by others, 5.8 by USGS. You can see the amount of aftershocks going on there in that area. The past hour. The red is the past hour, as we said. A tremendous amount of, you can see it right there, one on top of the other. And look at that. This is it right here. And as we pan in, you can see that the area is still very active. As we said, it's a volcanic area. This is the Kosovo volcanic field. That's where we had the July 4th and 5th volcano earthquake, 6.4 and 7.1. And as you can see there, the red is the past hour. And they just keep increasing, it seems. I mean, they're not letting down. Okay. We know that Kosovo volcanic field is inflating. Okay, there's magma. There's also a geothermal plant there. And that's the root of the magma running along San Andreas Fault and Walker Lane Fault System, and Owens Valley, and of course Mount Tom, Long Valley Caldera, and all this. This is hundreds of earthquakes there, right there. And that's a volcanic field, as we said before. Sorry, it's going slow and it's slipping off. Okay, we're into Wyoming already. Okay, that's Yellowstone right there. And it's far from Yellowstone. Okay, let's back out quietly because something's happening here. Okay, sorry about that. Maybe it's just updating because I have all the earthquakes down there. They're still updating to plot the new ones, you see. Okay. So that whole system, as you can see, is running through the earthquakes are taking place around the fault. And what can you say? They're just ongoing. The red is the past hour. There must be at least 10, if not more, in this past hour that are still going on. And now we don't know if that is a foreshock. Now the blue is from yesterday. And the red is the past hour. Okay, there we go. One of these was what I wanted to report on yesterday, but I didn't. The 4.6 yesterday, the 4.6. So that was a foreshock to this one here, the 5.8. That's pretty big, as we said before. So all of you there, please be very, very careful because, as you can see, I'm sure that where are we? I got off the shake map. If you extend the intensity of the shake lines, obviously Los Angeles must have been shaken. There it is right there. Okay. If you extend because they stop, USGS just stops the block. But obviously if you extend it, Los Angeles must have been shaken. So please be very careful and alert, because we don't know if that's a foreshock. God bless you and protect you always. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.